Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is me again with another RC video. This one might actually be helpful for somebody. As you can see there in the foreground, I have a chassis brace on top of my slash 4x4, which is my slash 4x4. And I bought a Axis RC chassis brace, which is this thing here. It's a nice brace. Originally came with a carbon fiber shaft. Unfortunately, 50-mile-an-hour head-on into a wall caused this. This is the old carbon fiber shaft that it came with, and as you can see, it's pretty much all there except for the very end right here. This end here. Let's see if you could get it. There you go. That cracked right there. Pretty much got hit and splintered, and the tip broke off. Which the tip is right over here. This is the tip that broke off. Focus. So I had a dilemma. Do I buy another Axis RC shaft, which they're worth it, they're about $40 online, or do I try to Mickey Mouse and make this work? Alright, I'm not gonna BS you guys. I tried. I am Mexican, sorry, and I tried to Mickey Mouse it, and the first item I chose to Mickey Mouse it was this nice long wooden dowel I actually found on the side of the street, and it actually fits perfectly. I trimmed it down, excuse me, burp, and it worked just fine. But then it just wooden dowel slash 4x4 wooden dowel just doesn't mix. So I opted for another option. I went with the stock slash 4x4 drive shaft, and it was too short. Yeah, so I went to an X01 drive shaft, and this is what you see here. If I could get the light from shining. This is an X01 center aluminum drive shaft, repurposed to fit the Axis RC, I guess you could call them brace hubs or whatnot or what have you, and they fit right in. I didn't have to do anything to make them work. The only thing I did have to do, which I don't know if I could find it right now, but I did have to cut off a piece. I had to trim this drive shaft. Let me see, sorry, one-handed. I had to trim this drive shaft because it was a bit too long. But all in all, so far, it's a hair thicker. I mean, when I mean a hair, I mean a hair thicker than the Axis RC carbon fiber shaft. And I mean, to me, it looks, I mean, the blue aluminum with the aluminum brackets, and it says Traxxas on it. I mean, this just, let me get you a top side view. Maybe I could turn off this light, a little too much light. Traxxas. It looks a lot nicer, a little more blingier, all in all. But another brace would have cost me $40 plus shipping. This drive shaft was all but $10, and the trimming was for free, with a Dremel and a cutoff wheel and some masking tape. So all in all, a good fix if you have a Axis RC slash 4x4 brace, and you happen to do a 50-mile-an-hour head on into a wall and pretty much destroy your front end, which I did. I just rebuilt my front end. I got the stock bumper. I had to get a couple A-arms. Here, let me turn this light back on. Had to get a couple A-arms. It's pretty much I broke my front. What is this? The diff case. The front diff case got cracked. Where is it? Right here. Big chunk of it right there. Gone. So I cracked that. And then my RPM bulkhead. Broke that. And they don't sell this piece. You have to buy the whole thing again. So bought the whole thing again. And then my RPM bumper, which, not this part, but this part. Just, like I said, 50 miles an hour, right into a wall, no braking. And that was the carnage. Another piece of my slash 4x4 bumper. I swear to God, all I saw was just pieces of plastic just explode to all sides. It was nighttime at a Ross parking lot with my friend. There's the other piece of the front diff that cracked off. The diff was alright, it was just the diff case that broke. Anyway, I got all that fixed. It's all rebuilt, ready to go. My shock, this shock got hit pretty hard. This eyelet got ripped off. I put in a new one. It's all good to go. Reinstalled it. And then another thing on these hubs. These are the hubs from the X01, so they run the 6mm axles, stub axles, front and rear. Much, much better. Ever since I put these on, this truck runs great. I mean, it's a lot faster, a lot easier to go fast now. And these things were notorious for breaking on me at the wrong time, and I never had any more replacements, so I always had to go home. I have not broken one of one of these 6mm, and I mean the difference is 1mm. The stock ones are 5, and these are 6, and the 1mm makes one hell of a difference, because I have not broken one yet, and I'm trying. Believe me, I'm trying. So yeah, that's the update on the Axis RC brace fix slash mod. I mean, you could just do it just because it looks nice. It looks a lot prettier than what it used to be. As you can see, it says Traxxas on there. I mean, it fits in there. That's the side I had to trim, so it looks a little rugged. That's the side I just left alone, but it fits very snug. It's pretty sturdy. Pick it up just like the other one, and it's fairly light. It's roughly, maybe a tad, maybe a gram, or maybe a little bit heavier than the other one, but for the price, instead of paying another $40 for, not bad. So all in all, I'd say a cheap fix, good fix. It looks good. I'll let you know how it performs and what's the long term. Alright, thanks.